So y'all, how y'all doing today? I just thought that this would be an interesting topic to do. And what this topic is who are your guardian angels? I don't know if y'all believe in guardian angels, or I don't even know if that's the correct terminology. The reason why I'm using that terminology is because I feel like, there's a bad thing, angels too, There are good angels and there's bad angels, is what I believe. And I believe that because um, whenever Lucifer got kicked out of heaven, he took 1/3 or 1/4 of the angels with him. So, being that he took them with him and he was a bad angel, he took all the other bad angels with him too. So, we have good angels and bad angels. Don't get twisted. So, but the good angels are gonna possess good qualities. Um, you ever heard of fallen angel? You know what I'm saying? That's the bad and all that mess. I ain't even speaking of that. I'm speaking of the positive angels, the good angels, the ones that keep us, you know what I'm saying, that are sent as messengers and things like that. The reason why I say that and believe that is because it's not nothing that I read uh, necessarily. It's just something that I feel. And I feel that because, let me take it all the way back from existence of this. Okay, I was basically when I was going through one of the, you know, most major ruts in my life. I was highly depressed. I was laying around. I didn't have no spirit, but I knew God was talking to me. He was like, you got to get up and you got to do. And it's easier said than done when people telling us that, and it's not even easy to do that when you feeling so hurt and down and all that type of stuff. But you know that the thing that you need to do is you need to stay strengthful. You need to stay encouraged in prayer, and you just need to rely on God because the Bible says He draws near the brokenhearted. When you brokenhearted, that's exactly who you need. You know, God first. Anybody else is extra, and they a blessing to be there. But what I'm saying is, so I had went through that particular time, and even though I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, and I haven't had all this ample time to do no research or no studying in anybody else's religion or denomination or anything, because nowadays, just to keep peace, I try not to even go there with people. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes time, it takes dedication. Honestly, it takes professionalism because if you're not in tuned enough to talk to somebody, or they not in tune enough to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Something is gonna be said where somebody's offended, or you know what I'm saying? It's a conflict of interest. So if they telling you positivity, why not listen? No matter what denomination they are, if they're telling you something like, uh, you're not supposed to steal, okay? You know what I'm saying? You might be Buddhist, you might be Muslim, you might be atheist. Hell, you telling me not to steal, that's still a fact. No matter what denomination somebody's in. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I don't know. I'm just getting off topic a little bit, but let me stay to the mission at hand. So what the topic and the mission at hand is when I was down in them ruts and I was feeling low, the woman knocked on the door. She was a Jehovah's Witness. You know how they do. They they walk, from what I know. They walk and they knock on people's doors. See, even though I am a Christian and I have seen people in the Christian arena, they knock on doors too. But I think Jehovah's Witness specialize in that. So, anyways, she knocked on my door. I feel like, we as Christians, we need to do that a little bit more too. We need to walk, do more community activism. All of us, you know what I'm saying? We need to converse, we need to convert, we need to do all that. You can't convert without conversing. You cannot convert without conversing. But anyways, so she came to my door. She said she's Jehovah's Witness, gave me her pamphlet or whatever. I ain't really look at it like that. She might have shown me something. But I did notice that the things that she was showing me were the same things that were out of the Bible. It was even the same Bible scriptures, just like a lot of religions. And when I have more time, I'm gonna study the uh, the contrast and the differences of different religions. You know, because that's why they have different names, because they some different somewhere. I checked it already, baby. Keep walking with me. So she knocked on my door, and she was speaking encouragement into me. A whole bunch of encouragement. She had another sister there. I'm not gonna get into depth what she talked to me about, but it was some things that I needed to hear. It was in some womanhood encouragement type of thing, like, care for yourself, you know, take pride in yourself, and you know, just anything encouraging that I needed to hear at that moment. So I was like, all right, bet. So I'm doing better in life. I'm doing better in life or whatever. I think when I started feeling down again, boom, 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 there the same woman was. So I think she might have came to my house like, she was like, well, I'm going to keep checking on you. You know what I'm saying? Even though she was a Jehovah's Witness, she was the person that God sent to help me, because there wasn't nobody else there. I know for a fact, it wasn't that nobody else could be there or nobody else didn't want to. It's just like sometimes in life people get caught up doing their own thing, or you may not want to reach out to them and tell them all your business at that time. It's many different cases where God sent us the right people that need to be sent. So, like I said, I think I met with her, encountered her like 3 or 4 times. Then I moved and I ain't never see her no more. Hello, how you doing? I might find her familiar if I was just to see her, But I don't even really remember what she looked like. That's how crazy it is. I just basically grasped onto the message, and it's been so long ago. So another time, I ran out of gas, and these people, they helped me. I'm just gonna say it because that's how good God is. They were a mixed couple. So they helped me, whatever. They was like, you ever came out to church? I'm like, yeah, I go to a church or whatever. And they like, come out to Victory's Chapel. All right, first time I heard Victory's Chapel. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, I'm definitely want to go to Victory's Chapel. They done helped me whenever I ran out of gas when everybody else. I had a gas can, the money and all. Just nobody didn't want to help, but they stopped, like clockwork. And I think they might even fill my gas can up for me and tell me not to worry about it. But so I had heard about Victory Chapel that time. Then another time, me and my friend, we go to this play, this Halloween play, thinking that's what it was. And at the very end, we find out it's Victory's Chapel. They done basically ran game in a good way. They knew that people wouldn't go to the Halloween play if it was about God or God was the mission at hand. So they tried to win people over by showing them the truth in a way where they could sneak it in on them like milk. So we doing the play or whatever. The play was great, man. That church was so real. Church is real. If y'all know anything about Victory Chapel, matter of fact, I do a video on Victory Chapel because they a real church, man. I can speak for them because I done had some great experiences with them. So like I was saying, dang, what was I saying? Something about oh yeah. So at the very end of the play, you know what I'm saying, they sitting here, during the play, they was talking about Illuminati. They was talking about a whole bunch of stuff a lot of churches are scared to talk about, but they did it in a play. The play was so great. It was awesome. Go in the house now.
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever they did the play at the very end, it was like, we got a question. It was like, do y'all know Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior? So many people got upset and was like, this ain't what I'm here for. They got up out of there, bruh. But I stayed. And to be honest with you, some of them people that left, they probably ran into some situations. It probably was something that God put in the atmosphere that he wanted them to grasp onto. But because of their disobedience and their lack of concern for Christ, they dang on try to reject the gospel. I didn't reject it. So that's the second encounter with Victory Chapel. Next encounter, Caucasian man. He had his whole family. He walking through my neighborhood. This ain't Jehovah's Witness people. This Victory Chapel. So he's walking through my neighborhood, stopped at my door, boom, 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 telling me the glory of God. You ever been out to Victory Chapel? Blah, 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 blah. Went there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the third encounter. So God was showing me something through the Jehovah's Witness lady that I had seen 3 times or more. The Victory Chapel people that I had seen 3 times or more. That's a Trinity, too. Think about that. Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. But yeah, there's like 3 different times. And then it was 2 other encounters. I would see these ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was in a low state in my life. So when I was stopped, I would see these ladies, man, on different encounters. They were older ladies. They were African American ladies, and they were probably ranging from 50 to 60, but they had love for me. They'd stop. They'd speak to me. They'd speak life into me, tell me when I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? They would tell me all that. They'd be like, you know what I'm saying? They would be like, girl, you need to do this. You need to do that. And one time, one of the ladies gave me an example. Can you please go in the house because you're distracting me? But the lady, she didn't even know me. She was like, if you walking like this and somebody call your name and you go like this, what happened? I said, you get distracted. She said, you doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. Didn't even know me. But this woman wasn't crazy either. This woman had a gift that I could feel. The other lady had a gift that I could feel because every time they would say something to me, it would be at a time that I needed it. Even one of the ladies she gave me a message. She gave me a message and it was true. So God will send people. That's 4 different times. And then let me tell y'all one more situation about Victory Chapel. How did I meet the lady? I think I ended up meeting her at Victory Chapel when I ended up going to church. I asked you to go in the house. Go in, please.
Yes, ma'am.
But I met her at Victory Chapel or whatever. And when I was in the ruts, I would call her sometimes. And then her name was Faith. So I felt like that was a sign from God. Keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? I hate to make it seem like I ain't no depressed person or nothing. It's just that I done went through some traumatic experiences. I done been through some traumatic experiences or whatever. And, I just been heartbroken, you know. Not not crying a pity party or anything like that. I'm just saying we all, I think, have been in a situation where we have felt like that, regardless of what it was for. But God, He will send you guardian angels at your time of need. So that's what I want to ask you and tell y'all. Sorry about the distractions, but who is your guardian angel? Think to yourself, like, who has been there that God sends strategically? It's got to be somebody. But even if it's not reoccurring people, it could just be different people at different times that have came exactly when you needed them. God know who to send. I love y'all. Take care.